guess we'll see if the connection continues to hold or not. So far, not very good sign. So, like, the little cave I was in before it cut out was just, it led out to here. There really wasn't anything much to see. I guess it connects to the underground of the thing. So, let's see. Hello again, Sora. So there's a thing. Okay, so I can't. Is that? Oh, maybe I can head to that. Head over to this little shrine, I guess, and see what we can do. God, I've already lost 35% of frames. Isn't that just absolutely wonderful? I dodged backwards because something turned me around. Might just be one of those days where I might not be able to stream. It might just be a bust. If it keeps up, there's not much I can do. See that the desert shroud is gone. Bro! I was trying to pick those! Guess I don't need them. My bow is babbly dabblaged. My drumsticks are salty. Are those constructs? Oh, get out. Oh, I'm gonna... Oh, dude, I'm dead! What? Why was I on fire? Need some back before Univo freaking torched my crop, my fruit. Thank you. I still don't know why they didn't just give us Deku Nuts, but, you know, whatever. Dazzle fruit instead, you know. Oh, but I don't have my freaking drumsticks anymore. Could just fly over the constructs. Like, who needs to fight them, right? I don't have anything to prove. Alright, let's go inside. Oh wait, I'm trying to go in through the freaking hole in the floor. Or I could just do this. I could just walk in like I'm supposed to. Bridging the sands. Okay. Rewind time. Whoa. This is definitely probably not how this is meant to be done. Do I maybe just build a ramp? Haha! Oh, you frick off right now. Goodbye. Oh, bye, pieces of wood. Like sands through the hourglass. Okay. Bye, ball. So we gotta go get that ball and bring it back. I see, I see. Oh, well, I'm just gonna sink because I can't do anything. Or not? Bro, this sucks. Alright, I have an idea. Rewind time! Oh, we just get one of these bad boys. Oh, the pioneers used to ride these babies for miles. Alright, let's go. Sand sliding away. All shrines are horrible. I wouldn't necessarily call them horrible. Up we go! Frick off. Alright, so... we're probably going to need to keep this on here. Open the door. Open the door. Yo, was that the GTA San Andreas ice car, wasn't it? Bro, I don't know. I don't know enough about GTA. Why does this thing not like to work on land? I get you're a sled, but still. Up and away, web! And now we gotta get a... gotta build ourselves a new bridge. Yeah, we did it. Take that super monkey ball and let's go. See, you know what? I wish that some of these shrine puzzles are pretty fun, and I feel like if they had actually built a cohesive dungeon design around, like, say, a handful of them, the dungeons would feel more like dungeons rather than just locations. So far, the dungeons just haven't impressed me at all. And we're 3 dungeons in. The water temple is the only one left that really has a chance to redeem itself. So it's not looking good for dungeons in this game. You can call something a dungeon if it makes you feel better, game developers, but it doesn't actually still give that same vibe. Hey, Ice, how's it going? Yo, Iceley ears were burning. He heard me complaining. He's like, I'm there. Oh, also, now it's cold. The desert's a cruel mistress. Where's my ice hat? There we go. If I can check my opinion real quick, by all means, the floor is yours. I'm gonna sleep on in 20 minutes. You will try, Ramirez. Ah! Leave me alone! Don't shoot your arrows at me. Oh no, that's kind of what I was afraid of. Lightning Temple so far, best feeling dungeon, despite the fact that it is 100% the shortest. The Wind Temple, aesthetically really cool design, but really, really bad puzzles, whereas in, like, they're just not even puzzles. Just go to this place, do this thing. The Fire Temple is one giant Donkey Kong Country minecart ride level, which, you know, see, here's the thing. Fire Temple wasn't bad in terms of, like, I hated the puzzle, or the one giant puzzle, because I love the minecart segments, and the game did a really good job making those minecart segments fun. But having an entire dungeon's only puzzle gimmick being only the minecarts doesn't make it feel like a dungeon. It just makes it feel like a location. I don't think, the ancient beginning civilization of the Gorons, known as, like, the original Goron city, the Fire Temple, They really freaking loved minecarts. Bro! Stop burning my things! Probably won't try it. I'm tired. There's just not much, I don't know. This game really is the sequel to Breath of the Wild. In a lot of ways. Be that good and bad. I really fear for the Zelda franchise moving forward from here. I plan to go to the Water Temple the next time I have time for a full major stream. But because I just don't think I have time for that today. So I'm not really going to commit myself to it. But, Breath of the Wild is always a masterpiece. That is an opinion. That is an opinion. I don't know if I would call that a masterpiece. I enjoyed it, but I don't know if I would call it a masterpiece. Especially not, at least not a masterpiece in terms of Zelda. It's like as time goes on, I feel like the definition of what constitutes as a Zelda game becomes more and more thinly spread, and it's like, I don't know, Swift Violet. Probably should rest at this level here, since I can. I feel like the most we're going to be doing tonight is probably going to the towers and then maybe doing some more of the memories. Because I think I said this before, I really... Standard of Xenoblade 3, aka Peak Fiction. To be fair, I don't think I've ever seen a Zelda game that goes that in depth, but I feel like at least the Zelda games before, with their stories, at least took themselves seriously and fleshed them out. This game feels like it doesn't do either of those things. The story's just there to give you a reason to explore Hyrule again. Die. Sorry, bro. I needed your meat. See, my problem... I don't know if I said this out loud, or if I said this in stream before or not, and while we're walking around, I'll go ahead and say it. On the off chance I didn't, I feel like the Tears of the Kingdom story suffers from the same storytelling problems that Pokemon Sword and Shield did. I know that's a strange comparison. I will explain my logic in a second. It's just like, if you guys remember our playthrough of Shield last year, it'll remind you of how much of that game's plot and story take place without you even involved at all. There is a thingy up there, and there is no way I'm going to reach it before 5 a.m. I've resigned. Oh, hello, Talus. Should I fight you? Let's do it. Let's fight. Whoa, I didn't even headshot him, he just died. Okay, so. Get this out. Get Ascend ready. Bro, I can't... What am I supposed to do? Quick dodge those? Exactly. Everything that cool happens in Pokemon Sword and Shield, story-wise, all happens to someone else or happens off-screen, so that way you're never really involved in the story until it has no... I can't see. Bro. And I feel like this game's story does that as well. It's like, yeah, sure, you have all these cutscenes of all the stuff that happened in the past with Rauru, Zelda, and Ganon, and blah, blah, blah. But you know what's happening? You know, all that is happening before the fact. Like, it's already happened. So it's like Link is not experiencing any of it. Like when Ganon eventually shows up, he's not gonna know who the heck Link is. Like he has a spring. I do not. Oh hi. Oh, cheap shot. Bro, this guy's a freaking jerk. So it's like all this stuff. This Zelda story probably would have been a lot cooler if it was actually happening to the protagonist. The fact that it's not, like, and you're not even seeing it, is that it's not even happening to you. I can't glide onto you, can I? Bro! I can't dodge that stuff! Oh, you know what? I should try that. Can I freaking rewind time on his hands when he throws them? Rewind time, baby! Oh, okay, well, it didn't do any damage, but he did make him sit down. Bro, he's stunned. Okay. I can't get up onto him. Yo, we got up. We in there! Alright, time to smash this, bro. Frick you. Give me my amber. Not really worth it, but you know what? We'll take it. I have a new thing to smash things with. About to get set upon. That can't possibly be what the devs intended. No. I don't believe it either. But it was way better than whatever they intended. Bomb arrow probably could have worked too. But it's like, I kind of didn't want to waste a bomb arrow on that guy. Like, if I couldn't beat him, I was just gonna leave. But anyway, okay, so back to my point being, was the fact that, yeah, this game's story, it might have a really good story in terms of, like, the Ganon stuff, and all this really cool stuff. But again, it all happens without you. Everything that was important and cool and fun all happens without Link being there. The Link's just here picking up the pieces of everyone else's mess later on for a mess he has literally zero stake in. Like, the game would have been a way better story if it was actually taking place in actual time and you got to experience it with the characters. Instead, you were just there and you're finding out what happened beforehand and realizing, you know what, this would have been a lot cooler if I was actually a part of this incredibly cool story and not just, like, an afterthought, because it's really freaking stinks. And I can't pretend that it's like, you know what, I probably could have done freaking the Roomba or something, but I just don't think of that. Okay, it's cold up here. Oh, I already have stuff, so let me put on my warm pants. It's just like all the stuff that had me excited for this game, leading up to it. When it came to the story, like having Ganon be involved, that's really cool and all until Ganon's not actually involved with you. It's like I was expecting Ganon to, kind of maybe start a war in Hyrule, and you're over here feeling the impact of all of his actions and decisions in the world in real time. Nah, Link gets knocked out for a couple hours again, and he wakes up and all hell's broken loose, and he gets to go and fix everything, all while still not understanding what the heck Ganon's relevance is into anything at all. It's like, this story method that they did for Breath of the Wild works for Breath of the Wild, but it doesn't work for this game. Like, a lot of it's like... Exactly. We miss everything. Everything that's cool, or anything that's... worth... anything... In my opinion... Okay, so the whole tower is just snowed in. So I guess, logically, we just go underground. Come out on top. It's just incredibly disappointing for something that could have been incredibly cool. And it's just the Breath of the Wild treatment again. Or, oh, everything that was important and cool and fun, you missed it. At the very least, Breath of the Wild was built around the way that story is handled. But when you have something like this game where it's a completely different story, it's not, and you're trying to make it fit the Breath of the Wild formula, it doesn't work. I miss criticism. I miss Zelda games being good. I said it. Like, I can't, man. Like, I can't pretend like this is, like, the greatest thing since sliced bread or whatever. It's like, and here's the thing. I'm not trying to say I hate this game or anything like that. I hate that this is the Zelda standard now, and that it's like, it doesn't even feel like a Zelda game. It feels like a very good, fun game that it doesn't feel like a Zelda game. It's like, it's really hard to keep feeling optimistic about it when everything that could potentially go right is disappointing. Now, I bet for people who haven't played Zelda games before, or Breath of the Wild was their first one and this is their second one, and I know people who have had that experience, I'm sure it's fine. It's a very low-skill, entry-level game that just does the open-world genre that everybody else does. But, like, and I feel like Zelda could have really fit that, but, like, it's just one of those instances where sometimes you need to have a non-linear story. Even if the game is non-linear, if the game is non-linear, having a non-linear story, I think, would help it a lot. Or having a story that actually feels like you care enough about it to actually give a crap. Also, that little hole looks like where I gotta ascend. Or maybe it's here. Or not, according to this game. By the way, go ahead, Isolate. I didn't necessarily say anything, I just kind of expected you to go ahead and speak. I want these bonfires. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't go the route of multiple players, or multiple characters. like, not that I could really, I mean, like, could you imagine if, you know, something that could have been really interesting but they would have had to actually try more for that? Could you imagine if instead of getting companions like Yonobo or whatever, instead you could just transform into them, kind of like Link does in Majora's Mask, and you could get their abilities or maybe play as them instead? But then, like, it can be totally in canon because Link just uses his Ultra Hand to try of temporarily change his form to be able to use their abilities rather than just use their abilities or whatever. Because they're all literally spirits anyway. Imagine Link being able to harness their spirits to actually utilize them. Because these guys walking around doing nothing, they don't really feel like they contribute. Now, had they actually been companions, it would have been a little more, a little more acceptable. But it's still, I think, it would have, you know, is a problem in a sense. Okay, so I didn't mean to do that. I don't remember if, okay, prerequisites. I have seen my sister do this puzzle, so this is not like a blind thing. I just don't remember. Okay, so this logically feels like exactly where I need to be, right underneath that thing. Right, but it's like I felt like they were trying so hard to make this game as like so close to Breath of the Wild that I don't know. In a sense, I feel like it doesn't have enough of its own identity in a way. Where am I gonna end up? Yep, here we are. Guess I was a little bit off the mark. Blue Mangrove. It's just, I don't know. If you're gonna do something different, really do something different. It's like, I feel like the game doesn't even reference or call back or feel that impactful by the previous game that much. Like Breath of the Wild, I mean. It's like, it's just, if I feel like, I can't say they don't care, because there's definitely care put into it. It's a lot of fun, and you know, obviously it has to do something right if it just freaking pulled in all the normies, you know? Oh, what the what was the Death Star doing up there for? I don't even necessarily too much care about the weapon durability type of thing. It really doesn't bother me at all. I feel like weapons are way less durable in this game than they were in the first one. So it's like they are actively made worse. That looks like a Death Star, alright. It's an interesting detail that Link's exposed skin still gets really, like chill burned or whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna get the lighting shirt back on. And I'm gonna go towards that thing. I don't know if I feel like going to the Death Star right now. Actually, I don't even think I'm close enough to actually reach it, so we'd probably have to go somewhere else. I don't know. It's just like, I was afraid that Tears of the Kingdom would feel too much like Breath of the Wild 2, or Breath of the Wild DLC, and it really kind of does feel like that to me. No offense to anyone that actually feels like it's a massive, massive departure. It's really not. Maybe I'm just not the target audience because I wasn't freaking head over heels for Breath of the Wild itself. Could be part of it. Because I couldn't ignore the faults of Breath of the Wild, and this game has addressed some of those faults, but still left several others unaddressed. Like, I like the better enemy variety now, but we still have terrible dungeons. We still have the crappy shrine system. I feel like it's done even worse now, because it's just there to freaking fill up more junk. I can't see a thing. don't want those posts. Okay, so we haven't been down here in a while. So the Gerudo Canyon mine. Oh, is this where like Master Koga went to? Also, I don't know where I ended up. Don't you love it when you go into the underground and literally the first thing you see is absolute bubkiss? Like, I get the whole point is that it's dark, but you think at the landing zone there'd be something rather than just falling down a pit in Minecraft? Okay, definitely something is supposed to be here. What's this? Is this a treasure chest? What we got? University of Time. The Trousers of Time. Pants I already have. Thanks, game. Pants I also can't die, so I have multiple copies of something. That's the third. Is that the third pair? Those are the Twilight pants. Okay, never mind. I hate to sound like a complainer, but it's like, why, game? Like, why couldn't we have had something a little bit more? I feel like this game just makes me think of all the things that like this game could have been. It's like, yeah, there's more things to explore, but that's only gonna go so far when I don't really feel like exploring a bunch of junk. I don't think I need this anymore. I'll regret it later, I'm sure, but I just need a hammer. That's a little better. Duplicated close of time. Muddle Bud. Echo Chamber Nintendo Slop Fest. I don't know. I feel like Zelda becoming a normies franchise has done some irreparable damage to it. Like, it wouldn't have made a difference. I mean, unless Breath of the Wild had sold terrible, which, let's be honest, it never was going to. It had too many of the common, like, boxes that are ticked for modern gamers to love it. And I can't say, like, it's fair because, like, if the Zelda team wanted to do something different, who am I to tell them they can't do something different? It's better than doing what Game Freak does, where they put out the same sloppy garbage every single time because they don't want to do it. So every single time it just gets worse and worse. So, I mean, I guess that's the alternative. I would have rather have this than a really terrible traditional Zelda game. And see, as the thing is, like, for one of my favorite franchises in existence, like, I can't deny that like, standard Zelda is one of my, like, the Zelda franchise is probably it's the one that got me into video games in general. So, like, Link will always have a special place in my heart. Especially Young Link. Young Link's the boss. But there's just, you know, like, it's doing well, but I think sometimes that just doesn't always, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, my problem is they don't feel like, it's like there's something about it that just doesn't feel like Zelda games anymore. They're good games, but they don't feel like Zelda games. And it's like, I'm not saying it has to be a massive linear experience or whatever. Besides, since when was linear experiences in video games looked at as a bad thing? Like, so many games have those. But why are all of a sudden linear experiences looked at as some of the biggest sins to video gamedom? What are you doing? Oh man, my hammer is already broken. think that got all of it, surprisingly. Now I need another freaking rock hammer. Maybe some wind will loosen those rocks. I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that the way games are treated in general nowadays is what bothers me. It's less a thing on Zelda in general, and more of just a gaming worldscape thing type of thing. It's like Zelda games in their own way. While it's like I didn't really mind if they were linear. Sometimes stories are told better in a linear way. I get that gameplay is usually done better when it's not linear, but I never felt like I didn't have something to explore in a Zelda game beforehand. It wasn't like, you know what makes the Zelda game better? If I actually had a reason to go somewhere. You usually always did, but eventually, eventually everything gets explored. But it's like, oh, let's just give you so much more to explore. There's just something about this particular format that just feels padded out and exhausted. I feel obligated to do the shrines, not for a heart piece or whatever, but to what is even down here? Hello. I don't know. It just, I think part of what I always enjoyed the most about Zelda games, like obviously I always felt like their sense of adventure was cool, and I don't feel like you needed a non-linear game to get the feeling of adventure anyway, It's like, I never felt like I wasn't out there discovering something new, but when you get massive overworlds like this, it can be daunting if you don't have, like, hundreds of hours to just explore, just to find things. Like, Zelda games always felt fleshed out and full of secrets to do, even without a massive overworld with hundreds of hours you can spend in it. Like, that's not always a selling point for me. So, I don't know. Sometimes less truly is more, I think. And I feel like Zelda games that had less of an overworld to explore or whatever, at least in comparison to this game, they had a lot more personality, and I don't know, like, it felt like areas still had plenty to do in small packed in areas. The storytelling was always better because that was a major part of what was going on in those worlds. So when you take out, like, the linear nature of it, the storytelling will always suffer. Or you get, like, this game where it decides to, I don't know, give you the story in the most stupid way possible. Hey, Riju, can you come over here so I can use your powers? Whoa, he's white! I'm gonna get bodied by this guy so bad. Okay, well. Third. Wait, where did this? When was this announced? Oh God, are you serious? If I have to do another Zelda game in this type of setting, I'm going to lose my mind. I don't want to come back to this Hyrule ever again. Like, I've had it. I think I know what you mean. You mean the fact that they're not done with this gameplay format style. That's probably what you meant with that by that. And I freaked out because of what you said. That is not where I wanted that! And that's what happens. I don't know. It's just like... I felt like the quality of their games was way better when they had their freaking, you know, their hands tied with what they could and couldn't do. You know what I mean? It's like... You look back at some of some of the best Zelda games like Twilight Princess or Majora's Mask, and those are my personal opinions. Those games had a lot of technical limitations. But like they were made great because of what they were limited to do. Now that they can do whatever the heck they want, we get this. It's like a whole lot of nothing most of the time. Does that get them? Why am I even down here? Is there a thing this in one of these directions? I'm just getting rocks thrown at me. I don't even... Ow! Not this piece. No, I gotcha. I had heard that too from like an interview. It's like, great, kudos to the people who really like this particular play style. Sucks to be the rest of us, where the best thing we're going to get if we want to have this type of gameplay style again, the classic, is literally whenever they decide to remake a game. It's like, I don't know. I felt like... Here's the thing, the stories of the older Zelda games, or even the previous term of modern Zelda, had way more memorable stories and gameplay elements to them than this game. This game feels... This game just feels like... well, the Breath of the Wild just didn't feel like it... Nothing about it really felt like it stuck with me, you know? Like, it doesn't have, like, that massive, like, feeling to it of, like... Like, some of the best memorable things about Zelda games for me were their stories, and the fact that these ones don't seem to have anything like that. You know, I can't deny. This is turning into one of those complaining fests, and there's not much I can do about it. Alright, we're going up. I don't know where up is, but... Is there, like, no thing out here? Oh, there's one over there. I went the completely wrong direction. like to leave these places until I find a checkpoint to come back to later. I don't know. Maybe I'm just in one of those bad moods where just, like, it feels like I'm just not happy with it. It's like, I don't know. It just feels like, in a sense, it feels like a disrespect of like, it's like they hit it off so well with this game that it's like, ah, yes, finally, our massive thing. This, as if Zelda wasn't something that was a respectable IP before this. Hearing people I know who mostly played this one and the new and the previous one say, like, well, maybe the reason why they decided to move forward to this because they just realized the other formula was just that much worse. I'm like, you still your heathen tongue. We do not discredit those type of things. Like, here's the thing. As a person who enjoyed the 3D Zeldas, I still really enjoyed the 2D Zeldas, too. Like, so with, like, Spirit Tracks and, Phantom Hourglass were both really good installments. The Oracle games are some of my favorites in the entire franchise. It has nothing to do with, like, oh, one element of stuff being better or worse, because those things, what's memorable about them is not just their gameplay, but it's the impact that their stories have on you. And honestly, Breath of the Wild's story was so bland and forgettable for a Zelda game. Like, Zelda games have not been a stranger to having stinkers about them. Some would even say, like, the DS games are just stinkers of themselves. And I feel like it's a fair point to say that, but, like, you know, they're not without their faults. What's down this way? Oh, I want to get to the thing first before I go down. But, like, I feel like no Zelda game story was worse than Breath of the Wild's. Spirit Tracks, for example, had gameplay problems with it, but even then, it's like its story. I still feel like Spirit Tracks' story is more memorable and engaging than Breath of the Wild's, and that's mostly because all the good stuff that happens in Breath of the Wild's story is all, again, stuff that doesn't happen to you or doesn't happen to you in the course of the gameplay. You're just remembering things that happened to Link before you were playing as him. Could you imagine how cool it would be if you got to be Link in the midst of these type of war, and then having to kind of, like, you know, oh, you know, they kind of did that with Age of Calamity until they crapped on its story. Because, you know, Nintendo can't have a sad ending for something. The implication of doing a prequel to Breath of the Wild would have to imply most of the cast dies. And, you know, Nintendo really hates that. As much as they hate confirming relationships with characters, too. As an example. Like, oh, we can't do that. We can't confirm them as a couple. Mario and Peach, a couple? What are you thinking, you silly children? Link and Zelda live in the same house, but there's no way they're actually a couple. There's no way they're in a relationship with each other. That's silly talk. Nintendo promotes unhealthy relationships without commitment. Is there anything down here worth my time, or is this just a little hole? This looks like just a little hole. Oh wait, maybe something's over here. Kirby Cake is the only true canon couple. I don't know. It's like, this game is, again, it's a game that I enjoy playing. It's fun. But I feel like the charm of this game will wear off way quicker than Breath of the Wild's did. And that's just because it's like, the things that they added to it, to me, are the kind of things that are only going to keep you entertained for as long as you have the imagination to fuel them. Like, building cool contraptions is only going to be cool to do until you run out of ideas of what to make. And then as soon as that happens, It's just gonna be like, okay, I'm just building to get through the game. You know, it's not gonna be practical to have a giant flaming penis monster robot all over Hyrule at all times, especially with how big of a effort it is gonna be to grind those equipment items up. Says you. I mean, I don't doubt that some people could get a lot of mileage out of that stuff. I'm just saying, for those that don't, this is just another one of those. Okay, Rejuke, I could really use your help. I love if my rock sledge was broken. I haven't even done anything with it yet. I have to wonder if maybe the Double Team just doesn't like writing stories anymore. They just like designing games. You know what? I guess that's... I mean, it's another valid take, too, I guess. But it's just like, I don't know. I've always been captivated by the Zelda stories. And I always felt like, even if they're worse, they were still interesting and memorable. Like, it's hard to... That's why you hire people right for you. The hard part is I feel like their story in this game, it would have been good enough if it was actually implemented in a way where the story is actually happening rather than you're seeing a story that has already happened. That's such a big way for me to become completely disinterested with what your story is doing because... Oh, we're on the edge of the map. Well, that makes sense. Okay, I don't want to be down in here anymore. Let's go ahead and find that memory. Yeah, there you go. It's almost like they don't know how to write a story that is actively happening, like the Ganon one, while also keeping in the free roaming things of the game. That's the thing. You can't do, in a sense... In one sense, you can't do both. In another sense, you could. You just gotta stop being lazy about it. Could they have made this story work and still keep it open world without, you know, sacrifice? You know, you have to have some form of linearity to it. Like, you know, maybe as time passes, the overworld changes depending on the events of the story or something. Instead of, like, you know... Okay, so the Puripan... one should be this direction, right? It should be around here somewhere. Am I just too high up? Let's see. Should be, like, right around here. Right? You know, the time traveling could have been really cool. It's like, you know, are we really to believe that however much time has passed since the Zonai to modern day and, like, Hyrule has barely changed at all in all that time? It's just, it's such a lot of wasted potential. I feel like you could still make an open world gameplay work with a linear story if you actually applied the right type of stuff to it. You know, have certain like area. They hate locking off things from players. Where is the thing? I do not see it, but it should be here. I haven't found it yet, so it should be right around here. Am I just not low enough? Am I too high? It should be here somewhere. Or maybe, or if you're gonna do the freaking memories of the past thing, maybe at least lock them in a certain order, or be unable to do certain things until a certain thing. But it's like you can still have an open world game with a linear story experience, and it doesn't hurt your thing. Like, for example, Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah, certain areas are locked until you advance to certain parts of the story, but, like, the gameplay is still open world. You could still... nothing is stopping you from running up to an in-game area within a certain extent and just going and get yourself killed. Same thing here. Nothing's stopping you from running up into a Lionel when you're not even prepared to fight it. Where is it? It should be right around here. I'm losing my mind, man. Where's the Purapad spot? Oh, God. Warp back. Let's try this again. I'm always disappointed by the what-ifs of what could have been. It's like, I don't know. Moth Gibdos. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so look at the album again. It should be directly southeast of the Master Sword one, which we have already done. So it should be right around here-ish. Maybe a little around here. I don't know. It's like, but it should be like around here. Like, Impa keeps mentioning Southeast Eldon or whatever. Is that it? I feel like I should be able to see it by now, but I can't. Need to eat more stamina food. Have I been to the Eldon Sky Archipelago before? Frick me! Dead! Dude, where is it? Dude, it's like, why is it not here? I don't get it. That Goron just watched me die. Okay, let's see. Is that a... No, that's not that. There's no, like, major... Archipelago. Frick off. Ah. Okay, so it's like I just feel like what is bothering me up here? Oh God, of course. It is dark and I cannot see my keyboard. Part of me has considered, what if it's underground? That would be a really cool thing, but I really doubt that they really went that far. It's probably just the fact that somehow I'm just not seeing where it is. Because there's no, like, way to get underground from here. Why are you refilling my heart so slow? Nighttime is a potential idea. You could also just do this and see if this gives me another vantage point. Oh, well, this takes me here. There's a rocket. Okay, so it should theoretically be around here. Wonder why Impa cares about this particular one so much. A sage as well. Okay, so let's... Where is flint and firewood? And we'll turn at nighttime. It's a weird noise. This is really weird. I have that pained. Okay, so I don't understand. Wait, why are the birds over there? Okay, so I still don't see a geolith. Is that a Goron over there? That's Goron City. Wait, is that it? That is so not where that is! Yo, this map is bugged! That's it. No wonder I couldn't find it. It was in the completely opposite direction. Oh, where is it? Where is it in the southern Elden Mountains? Oh no, real southern. Oh, barely not in Elden at all anymore. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. What are you talking about? It's literally right there. I wonder where the tier is. I feel like a schmuck. Oh god, the blood moon rises once again. Over top my sadness. Memory time. The gauntlet looks really cool in his hand like that, with the hand exposed. Alright, let's see what this memory is. Let's see how much this breaks the freaking flow of the story. It's probably close to the beginning if Impa's telling you to go see it. I wonder if Impa is truly the directional story guide in terms of how you're supposed to see these. Sucks to be you if you just went ahead and found them on your own and felt rewarded.
It is quite an interesting device. This is definitely not from
Nope,
this
Zelda's patented Nintendo Switch.
That said, I believe there may be a way to get the travel functionality working here.
Because reasons.
I'd like to tinker with it a bit. Would it be okay if I borrow it?
Yes, whatever you need. I really appreciate your
So
help.
that's how Zelda got.
Then I'll hold on to it.
That's how Zelda got admin privileges, I guess, in the past.
So you really believe my story? That I came from the future?
I never doubted you for a moment.
Minoru, do you know of a way we could help to return Zelda back to her time?
I suspect it was the power of your secret stone that allowed you to travel through
I still
time.
hate that name.
To put it simply, secret stones amplify the power their owners possess. I am able to separate my spirit from my body. Rauru can repel or destroy evil with his power of light. And Sonia, she can control time. As for you, I can sense both light and time powers. But your secret stone seems to amplify your time power.
Time power.
Ultimately, the secret stone only amplifies your power. It doesn't suddenly grant you mastery and control. That's still up to you. That means, if you don't already know how to get yourself home... There are stories about the secret stones and a forbidden act called draconification. To swallow a secret stone is to become an immortal dragon, one blessed with eternal life.
Oh man, it's the second time we've heard that intro drop.
Interesting. Another way to reach the future, though not a very quick one. So you think these stories could hint at a solution to our dilemma?
Yes. But there is still more to those tales. To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself. That is why it is forbidden. I thought maybe this could lead to a solution, some way to transcend time. But if you have to sacrifice your heart and mind, sacrifice what makes you you. I'm sorry. I wish I could help more.
Back where we
We
started.
had a cat outside.
There's still hope. I think the answer to this problem lies in study and learning more about the nature of your power. I'm sure Sonia would be happy to help you.
Okay.
Thanks, Dimitri Fire Emblem. Gee, that can't possibly be foreshadowing for anything. Especially considering it comes up in a flashback inside another cutscene we've already seen. Yobo looks so sad. Yeah, we're a better Link. One that actually embraces his freaking green clothes. Bro, it's like ever since Breath of the Wild came out, it's like oh bro, we hate the old design now. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. How many are there on the thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? 11. Okay, so I'm gonna check something because I don't know where the heck Ebba is normally. So let's head back to Gerudo Town real quick and see if she's got anything to say. Now that I've seen it. To the switch icon. Gotcha. Let's check in the time real quick. It's warmer down here in town. Yo, Impa's not here. Okay. She freaking moved on real fast. Okay, so... Okay, so there's the weird long spaghetti hair Ganon, I believe. Okay, so there's one probably around here, I'm guessing. Let's head over there then. Part of me just kind of wants to see these so that way I know they've been seen. So that way, you know, I can't be got by any more spoilers. Spoilers have been running rampant for this game a lot more than they ran for the Breath of the Wild, honestly. Or maybe it's just me just happening to see more of it. I also like that it's actually warm down here because, you know... Okay. Alright, I'm working on a game. Okay, so we gotta turn to this direction? I did that one. Is that the next one? Yeah, that looks like a new one, because... What's that? Yo, give me that. Give me that star bit. Poor boy was freezing. Okay, but when do I get my Nintendo Switch shirt for Link to wear? Woo! And there's a little spot down there. It's amazing how much of this... That's a Gleeok. I wonder how long it'll take me to get to the point where I can fight Gleeok. I probably should do more shrines if I want to actually get stronger. But I also got to upgrade my armor more, and that involves doing the Great Fairy quests. I'm not going to make it to the top of the hill. I'm going to have to take a pit stop. If you could get an updraft going, that would be nice. Okay. Yo, it's like, frick off. Get out of here. Stop trying to sequence break our level design. I'm only doing what the game taught me to do. Yeah, get out of here with that. Alright, let's go inside. Somehow I like the black pants on with the green tunic. Somehow they just still work really well. Even though the sleeves are white. Stacking a path. I also feel like some of these puzzles have a lot less flexibility than the ones that in the original game did. I feel like the other original game's puzzles, you had to work a lot more to make things work, but now it just feels like a lot of these puzzles feel like they're solved the same way. But yet somehow there's more of them. You stocked some boxes. Can I just, what, go through the floor on this one? Okay, hang on a second. Well, that's totally what I can do. even need to stack the puzzle. I need to actually try to use those, but I don't really feel like using that type of... Alright, so what's this? Well, big surprise. I need to go back and get the other boxes. I feel like a lot of these mediocre puzzle designs could have been circumvented if it's the fact that they were just well integrated into a dungeon rather than whatever the heck we get. Okay, so... Yep, that's what I figured was gonna work. The first stream's way we solved puzzles in that one were a lot more interesting than how a lot of these feel like they're completed. It was so satisfying to beat the dungeons, or to beat the... I'm trying to advance the dialogue. Than how some of these are. Like, some of these don't even feel like they're proper shrines. They're just move some boxes, climb a ladder, move the boxes again. You're done. That's what it just like these feel so lame in comparison. Like I felt like so far most of the ones from the first game had more thought put into them than some of these. Like, I hate feeling negative about this game. I really didn't want to, but here we are. Oh, God, it's you. I'm just trying to take a mushroom, bruh. You don't need to be... Okay, Thanks, bro. I really didn't need that, but alright. What the frick happened to you? Put it down, Link. Put it down! 90% of these puzzles feel like, these sign quests can feel like they can be solved the exact same way. Yeah, there's a little slot for something, but I could also just do this. And then they can't move. Yeah. He's not he fell over, but alright. Mentally incapable. I'm so glad you got a setup crooked like that. But I don't know who you're appealing to out here. I don't know how Hudson just has the legal right to set up signs in houses wherever the heck he wants. Wish I could do that. You know what? It's a permanent testament to how much I don't care. Back to what we were doing, which was... Is it up on this hill? Oh, God, I gotta walk up the hill. You get to live today, Mr. Fox. Holy what? Ooh, we should go fight him after this. See if my stupid self can't handle a Lionel. Spoilers, I probably can. Let's just climb this way instead. This hill didn't look nearly as big from the ground. I mean from the ground, from the air. Alright, Zelda, where's your memory? Yo, it's the duo! Impa, what you doing here, girl? Well, if it's a Link. University of the G-Lifts 2 then. How diligent of you. You knew I was doing this! Think about your vision of Zelda. Be the princess somehow. I wonder. You know what, Impa? Your train of thought could be a lot easier to follow if you actually explained. Link, hello. Do you practice your G-Lifts in other regions, Link? Why does no one seem like they want to talk to me? Dragon tears are, well, what the names would imply. They are shed as a dragon ascends to the heavens. This is the first I've ever heard of dragons crying. I wonder if that has... What was that? Oh. I wonder if that has anything to do... Oh, it's right here. With the, you know, with this idea of becoming a dragon to lose oneself. End of the world, we say we have to track down all the places where my girlfriend cried 1,000 years ago. Also, if these weren't here before but suddenly appeared after the upheaval, this game doesn't handle time paradoxes very well. The Zelda timeline's really bad at those. Anyway. Yo, it's tea time. Maybe? Yes! Yo, rewind time. Just didn't even spill.
Are you well? You seem a bit distracted.
I apologize. I keep getting lost in my thoughts, thinking about how I can return home. With your power over time, if I were able to learn that kind of control, I might be one step closer to my era.
I see. The secret is to think of it like drawing out the object's memory. You ask the object where it was, how it arrived where it is now, and then you coax it back to that original moment in time.
The object's memory.
I'm sure it will become almost like second nature, and you will be able to find your way home. But Zelda, there is more on your mind than just that.
Huh?
You, of course, do want to get back to your time. But you also desperately want to help us out in this era. Am I close to the truth?
How did you know?
I do not believe it is possible to keep anything secret from Sonia.
Oh, your concern is very sweet, Zelda. But listen, you can focus your attention on returning home. After all, you possess more than power over time. You have a sacred power that can dispel evil. Both of these powers will help you protect your own era.
Queen Sonia.
And of course, you must make it home safe to put Link's mind at ease.
Link? That is not a name I have heard.
He is a royal knight. He had been originally appointed for my protection. But later, he became a hero by saving both me and Hyrule from a great evil.
The one that we won't acknowledge.
Oh, a hero is he?
He's so very dedicated, and he refuses to back down from any challenge. He is very strong. And his heart is good and true.
Ah, I can see that you have absolute faith in him. Hearing you speak so highly of Link, I find myself wanting to meet him as well.
Foreshadowing.
Indeed. I would also like to meet him. He must be quite the brave, courageous knight. What a picture Zelda paints of him.
She's our biggest fan. Duke is running forward. He's a freak of nature. Like, dude, girl was talking about me. Okie day. So that's the 4 along this part of the map. Alright, so what do we have left? And I got that 1, so that's 5, 6, 7. Oops, okay, so I did that little thing. So I got this sword, the tablet, and this thing in the okay, so there's 3 left. There's one just a little bit south of the Great Plateau. And then there's 2 on the beach. Somehow I missed that one on the coast. I mean, it's possible. I guess he could be stronger. I still like the headcanon that freaking... we'll go to this tower and then head to the... I don't remember what he's done in the Age of Calamity. It's been too long since I played that game. And, you know, in typical Breath of the Wild fashion, most of the game doesn't stand out to me. What's the point of skipping the cutscene if I have to really still watch all of this? Okay, so... Alright, I'm facing the right direction. Oh, there it is. It's on the side of the thing. So, it's the bridge of Lake Hylia, I think. I've seen that before, I just didn't go to it. Yeah, hey, yo, I see that Gleeok down there with his burning hands. Oh, I didn't go and fight the Lionel back by the memory. Dang it, I'm an idiot. I was gonna fight the... Dude, what's the freaking whirlpool? Let's see, I'm not sure if I can reach that. Bro, we just got a Gleeok casually chilling out here. Maybe casually isn't the best word of choice. Bro, the grace of that. Oh my god. The game's like, alright, we'll give it to you. Just this once. Don't say we didn't do nothing for you. Bro, they gave me a lot of grace on that. Alright, I could jump down in here. Let's do this second. That's probably smarter to do that second. Dude, that Lissiphoth has a Sephiroth horn. I don't quite... Oh, I think I might see it. Maybe. Katana horn, let's go. Bro, he's so intimidating looking. Makes me wish there was still a tower on the Great Plateau, so that I could fly from there. Oh great, am I supposed to freaking climb with the rain? God freaking dang it. That's the neat part. You don't. Maybe if I'd been doing more stable quests, I could climb with my sticky frog feet. What is that thing I'm seeing? Whoa. What is that yellow block on top of me? Well, the best part about these tiers is they have to be on a flat surface, so I mean, like, that takes some element of the exploration part out of it. So it's got to be up here near the top. I think I can actually see it up there. Maybe. It's hard to tell from this angle. Oh, wait. No, it's right here. It's a big one. What we got here? You can Ganondorf once and for all. That's the neat part. You don't. So let's see what memory this one holds. I never went back and talked to Impa and her buddy after I was done looking at the other memory either. I keep forgetting to talk to Impa. If she even shows up. Let's see. Is this memory any more interesting? Don't even know what this symbol is supposed to be.
Sonya.
Yo, she dead!
Oh, Zelda.
King Rauru, before you face the Demon King tomorrow, there is something I must tell you. I came to this era after finding a man underground.
Go on.
When I witnessed what the Secret Stone did to Ganondorf, at that moment, I knew for sure what we found underground, that was him. He was still alive, still powerful. He continues to live on, all the way until my time. In tomorrow's battle, we won't be able to defeat him. No matter how strong we think we are, he'll survive. And you will.
Maybe so. But it is my duty to try. it was my hubris that set us on this path. I must atone for my error in judgment. And above all else, I remain the King of Hyrule. As with any leader, it is my duty to safeguard and protect my people, even if I must risk my life.
Rauru.
And if it proves impossible for us to defeat Ganondorf, we rely on your knight and that legendary sword.
Yeah, about that.
Our last line of defense will be Link. But remember, that was a future where you never appeared in this world. You are here now. Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
Rise. Do they not know about the... Who the heck knows, Ice? Who knows if anyone knows?
The reason I am here.
Okay, so, see, now... Here's the thing. Like, another point proving the fact that linear stories should not be told non-linearly. Could you imagine if this was one of the first geoliths you found, and you just suddenly see that Sonya's dead? Way out of context. See how this can affect your viewing of other cutscenes? She could potentially be dead before you even had a moment to interact with her at all. Or Zelda did. It's impossible. Challenge impossible, isolate. So let's have a deep dip inside this this little crevice over here. Since it's here. And since I'm here. This game's storytelling needs work. Its story is passable, but its storytelling needs a lot of work. It's hard to believe this is this... Holy... Depth perception. Alright, so let's see. Where's the nearest thing? Devil's Anus. I can't see anything. Great. Oh, we're on a plateau. I see. Okay, well, we're not going that way. We're not far from the abandoned central mine, so I guess we go this way. So there's only 2 memories left. Bye. Why can Link pick these things up? Oh boy, another wall. What, another wall? I can't even see where I'm climbing to. Right? That's what I mean. It's like, what is it with this team that doesn't seem to know how to present stories anymore? It's like, I don't even know where I'm climbing. I can't see anything. What? I'm climbing on the wall on the ceiling. feel like I'm just in a giant bowl. They're still following me. This is gonna be a dumb looking car. I don't even know if it'll work. You know what I need to see? I can't see a thing. Nope. Don't do that. Okay, so. I'm gonna make the stupidest looking thing ever. It confuses first, makes sense second. Oh, there was pieces for a car over here. I have no idea what I'm making. I'm like a movie with a bad twist villain. Perfect. The Birdmobile. Eat your heart out, Batman. Now, the true question is, will it blend? No! Oh my lord almighty, stop. No, get off of that! Oh my lord. That is not... Oh my god. Okay. Well, you know what they say about rockets. They're always a great idea to add. Alright, so, where are we going? I don't know. Are we going up? Not this way, at least. I definitely feel like I'm in a pit right now. Alrighty. Lift up! What's happening to the wheel? I can't. Oh my god. What happened to this thing? No, get off the wheel! Yeah, I don't think I need these fans, because we're not going airborne. No! Oh my god, this thing is so fragile! You're realistic. You're in my... No, 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 no! I can't see. Don't do that. Bro, I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. I feel like I'm just driving in circles. Get stuck on everything. How do I get out of this place? Oh boy, my cannonball failed. Yo, I got a light on my tire. No! My wheel! Why is it crooked? Who needs a fourth wheel? Don't need it anyway. What the? Bird up and bird out, I guess. Okay. I still died. Is there no exit to this place? I don't know how to leave. Am I literally just... There's gotta be a freaking light somewhere. Bird hit its expiration date. No kidding. Alright. Let's get something that won't expire. If I can find my freaking steering wheel. That's not my steering wheel. Are you kidding me? Please leave me alone. Where? I'm about ready to leave. I'm getting a little fed up with this. Where did the steering wheel go? It's just gone! Did it respawn? Or did it just despawn? I'm not really having fun right now! Oh my god, it respawned. After I went all the way back to see it. Wait, why am I stuck? Alright, well. Okay, it's too uneven. Let's fix that. Stuck. Also probably doesn't help that the wheels are not even either. Alright, I'm thinking here. Give me a second. this thing out of here. Where's my fourth wheel at? Do I gotta go find a wheel? Get in. Oh my god, Link. I made the cockpit so hard to reach. There we go. There's the other wheel. I'll get up and fix that in a second. Actually, it works fine with 3. Maybe this will help me get on the back. Yeah, look at that. The Tokyo Drift. This one moves on its own. Alright, so let's see. Bye! Is this the way out? Yo, way of escape. Maybe. Come on! Alright, let's keep going. Yo, look, we finally found it. This might be my favorite car so far. If I just had some cannons, it'd have a lot of room for improvement. Wait, this is a dead end? Well, that's not helpful, is it? Do I have a cannon I could put on this thing? Hydrant. You have a little bit of firepower. They're just kind of... I'm too high up to aggro them. Okay, so we gotta go back and hope there's another way out of this pit. I don't like the sounds they're making. Nope, 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 not good. I actually don't think the fire is helping that much. Huh. Goodness. I feel like just staring at the controller. Huh, there really is nothing else in here. Okay, so... What a disappointment. We travel back over here and see if going... Wait, what? That's me to do that. Oh god, it's almost 3 AM. So I guess I have to finish the rest of the memories next time. It's easy to get sidetracked in this game. Let's see where this takes me. What's at the top of the light route? Never climbed up one of these before. Dude, Link, you keep falling on nothing. This has gotta go somewhere. Why? Why did I fall that far? I spent more time down here trying to build a vehicle to explore down in this area than I actually did exploring this area because there's nothing here. I feel ripped off. Why can't I go up? It's the ground. Why can't I ascend? Well, probably why, because I'd probably end up in the freaking lake. So the last two shrines are the very bottom right of the map and somewhere over here? Probably somewhere around here, I'm guessing. Yeah, I think Ice finally succumbed to from his insomnia finally disappeared. Oh, Aqua's there. Scoop it out. Okay, well. I don't know where to warp to now. Guess we'll go here and maybe head for that little knife carving one next time I start exploring. I think I'm done for today. It's getting late and I'm starting to feel tired. Then I got like a pain in my neck or something. Okay. That's a weird looking thing. I don't see a tower from here, though. There's the dragon. That's Hatino Village. Must mean that the tower is pretty far south. Wonder what the best way to get there is. I feel like I haven't seen as many shrines around here either. Dueling piece. It's a thundercloud over there. A lot of stuff going on, I think. Ugh, yeah, it hurts. But I can't cross this section here. There's Fort Hatano. I just wanted to try getting into the freaking forest. There's some chasms that could potentially lead me in if I come and say, what if I can't get in through above ground? What if I go underneath of the underworld and gets there that way? Alright, so those are kind of the plans next time, I guess, is to figure out... Oh, my throat hurts. Might actually be better to start from Hateno Village, actually, than it would be to here. Because I don't think I can reach that one chunk of the map, because it's in the Faron region. The Faron region is like that big tropical rainforest area. But I don't think I can reach it from, well, not easily, or by horseback from dueling peaks. So, get a good vantage point from here. Ah, there we go. So that seems like the more feasible idea. That's where the tower is. So only 3 waypoint towers left, I'm guessing. Also, so we got some towers we gotta claim. Those are some objectives we have for next time. I'm also gonna make one right here so I don't forget. Towers. I don't know if I'll be streaming again till my next day off. I'm not exactly sure which. Might try and stream Saturday night again. Depends. My sister's visiting, so I might be too busy. It just depends on... I mean, I might try again tomorrow night. We'll see. It's just kind of sad. I don't feel like exploring Hyrule with a fine-tooth comb this time as opposed to the first time. But I still do want to explore the different areas. Part of me also kind of wants to go through the jungle areas, but it feels like such a long detour. There's so much stuff in here, though. I'm sure there's tons of shrines. There's just something about this game that's not calling me to adventure as much as the first one is. Maybe it's because the shrines don't feel as rewarding this time around as they did the first time around. I don't know. I'm getting tired, and I don't want to complain anymore. So, we're gonna... Ah, my throat! We're gonna stop here for tonight. Since it's almost 3 a.m., goodness gracious. I wasn't gonna only stream for about 2 hours. But when the stream cut out, I kind of lost track of all scope of time and just was playing. So have a good night, guys. I will see you guys next stream. Probably again, might be a night stream again. I work all till 10 at both of my jobs this week, so the streams are gonna be late. Unless I try to stream in the daytime tomorrow or something. We'll see what happens. Instead of doing a night stream, I could possibly try that if I get up early enough in the day. So have a good night, guys. I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye bye, everyone, and have a good one.